Dear children, we are going to read today Democracy and Diversity, Chapter 3 from the book of Political Science, Class 10. In your previous chapter, you must have understood what is power sharing and how power can be distributed to accommodate linguistic and regional diversities. In this present chapter, you are going to study how democracy responds to social differences, divisions and inequalities. This chapter begins with an example of public expression of social divisions. After that, you will come across some general lessons about how social differences can take various forms, and finally you would also come to know how democratic politics affects or is affected by these social diversities. So, let us start with a story of Mexico Olympics. What happened during the medal ceremony of the 200 meters race in the year 1968, which was held in Olympics at Mexico City? Two African American athletes, Tommie Smith and John Carlos, raised a black gloved fist during the playing of the US national anthem. They had won the gold and bronze medals respectively. With this gesture, they tried to draw international attention to racial discrimination in the United States. The black gloved and raised clenched fists were meant to symbolize black power. The picture shown in your book depicts an important landmark in the history of the civil rights movement in the United States. Now, what happened thereafter? The story from the Mexico Olympics, which has been given as an example of social divisions and social inequalities, speaks a lot about differences, similarities and the divisions that keep on going in our society. But besides, there are other forms of social divisions that exist. You have read that there are social divisions on the basis of regional living standard, linguistic differences or religious differences. So, we need to understand what are the origins of such social differences. The social differences are mostly based on the accident of birth. For example, people around us are male or female. They are tall and short, have different kinds of complexions, or have different physical abilities or disabilities. But some of the differences are based on our choices. Say, for example, people are atheists. They don't believe in God or any religion, while some of them are theists and they believe in God. There are various other choices, such as choosing what to study, which occupation to take up, and which games or cultural activities to take part in, which are the basis of the social differences. Now, these differences divide similar people from one another, but at the same time they also unite very different people. People belonging to different social groups share differences and similarities cutting across the boundaries of their groups. When we proceed further, we have evidences of overlapping and cross-cutting differences also. Social differences imply a state when people are discriminated or one class or group is given preference over the other due to the difference in their social, economic or racial inequality. Overlapping and cross-cutting are the two types of social differences. When one kind of social difference becomes more important than the other and people start feeling that they belong to different communities, we call it overlapping differences. In results, we can see social division and disintegration. Take it as an example, in India, Dalits face this type of discrimination as they belong to poor families. If social differences cross-cut one another, it means that groups that share a common interest on one issue are likely to be in different sides on a different issue. Let us take it as an example. The Northern Ireland and the Netherlands both were predominantly Christians, but divided between Catholics and Protestants. So it was the difference of the choices, a common interest. Now, politics also plays different role in social divisions, and this is inevitable in almost all the countries of the world. Although it is an evil, but it is being practiced largely in order to get the support in their electoral process. The combination of politics and social divisions is very dangerous and explosive. Democracy involves competition among various political parties. If they start competing in terms of some existing social divisions, it can make social divisions into political divisions and lead to conflict, violence, or even disintegration of a country. So, what can be the range of outcomes of politics of social divisions? Let us understand it with some examples. In Northern Ireland, the difference between the two major sectors of Christianity, that is 53% of the Protestants and 44% of Roman Catholics, took the form of politics. The Catholics were represented by nationalist parties who demanded the Northern Ireland be unified with the Republic of Ireland, a predominantly Catholic country. The Protestants were represented by Unionists who wanted to remain with the UK, which is predominantly Protestant. Later on, it took a drastic form which ended by taking the lives of hundreds of people. Another example is Yugoslavia. In Yugoslavia, political competition along religious ending ethnic lines led to the disintegration of Yugoslavia into 6 independent countries. At the same time, every expression of social divisions in politics does not lead to such disasters, but it affects voting in most of the countries, especially in India. Now, what are those detriments? 3 factors which are crucial in deciding the outcome of the politics of social divisions. First, the outcome depends on how people perceived their identities. If people see their identities in singular and exclusive terms, it becomes very difficult to solve. Second factor, it depends on how political leaders raise the demands of any community. It is easier to accommodate demands that are within the constitutional framework and are not at the cost of another community. Thirdly, it depends on how the government reacts to the demands of different groups. In a democracy, the political expression of social divisions is very normal and can be healthy as well. This also allows various disadvantaged and marginal social groups to express their grievances and get the government to attend to these. So, in this manner, we have understood this chapter basically with a clear-cut idea of democracy and the diversity in democracy, and I am sure this audio must have helped you in your preparations. Keep studying with our audios at DNA Education on YouTube.